everyone's following this 0 to 10K blueprint advice, and it's why most of you guys are still at 0. Just to start off, this video is based on a TikToker named Chase2 specifically, because he does a lot of little content, little videos, but sporadically around all day, many videos a day, and I don't know, I wouldn't go that route, to be honest with you, but hey, that's what he's at, whatever amount he has. I think it's 90 plus K. But here's the points, just summarize it so you don't have to watch it. And I'll tell you exactly why. What he doesn't tell you, that's why that advice sucks. But let me tell you what he does get right first, and then I'll tell you. 1. Speaking to beginner pain points is generally a smart idea. Think about this one. Let's take one broad topic like losing weight. What is the point that a lot of people have? It feels like they're always consistently trying to lose weight, always in a caloric deficit, maybe they don't know that they have to track calories, maybe they feel like all this time wasted to still be this fat. That's a pain point. Second one, money. Money's a pain point in most things. When it comes to fitness, maybe you don't have enough money for healthy choices, right? And you can start speaking about yourself sometimes. When I was growing up, I was really fat. I only had a ton of bread to eat. At least that's what my parents could supply. All the healthy stuff cost money that we didn't have. And so eventually I figured out through a lot of these TikToks that you'd have to track your calories and maybe go an extra mile and get a job if you want that dream body. But what I did was there'd still be small portions of chicken and small little protein things that I try to add up to, not the body weight that people say 1 pound per body weight, but as a beginner, you should start with what you have, and a lot of people don't talk about that when it comes to fitness. And that's the first one I have to say. And that's the pain point. You can generally that's what pain points are. Talk about yourself, talk about what you think a lot of people are hurting. For example, this video. What's a pain point? You feel like you've made content, but you're stuck at 0 for some freaking reason. I get that. And this is exactly why this video will help you. I made so many channels and had a lot of people that have made channels grow way bigger than. I feel like my advice, for some reason, people can take it and run with it, but for some reason with me, my own channel, this is my first time ever making one. So let's see if this works, if I'm actually good at what I'm saying. Anyways, second thing, hot takes, spark engagement, and shares. That's what he said, and I think that's very true. If you say something like, this lotion will make your skin shiny. Okay, sure, that can help some people, maybe. But if you say something like, this lotion has ruined people's skin, and the company claims that it's cheaper and it's sulfate free when it's not. Right? You dig into things, it's a lot more drama, or hot takes. For example, Game of Thrones, the incest part was the best part. Hot take, people are interested why that is. What's your point to that? And those are the same hot takes that spark it. Or some people even go the craziest way and say, if you believe in this is why you're retarded, right? A lot of people like that word because you're not supposed to say it, and if you say the words like that, it'll bring the certain people into your chat, and then you start getting a fan base, and just the people who think you should be allowed to say that, and then the whole argument starts. You get a bunch of people in your comment section saying they shouldn't say it, and this is why you're stupid. Either way, it brings me to my next point that he gets right. Once you hit 10K, you should start making 2 out of 10 content that has nothing to do with your niche. Because at that point, once you have settled the niche that you know works, that's exactly when you should start making another lane for yourself so you don't get caught up in or get put in a box that you don't want. You don't want that at all. Because then, no matter what niche you choose, unless that's all you like in this world, you're gonna get tired of it very, very, very soon. And trust me, I can imagine that if I liked anime, for example, and I just kept talking about anime over and over again, I get burnt out in probably 2 to 3 years. And if I want to make this a job, I gotta make this as big as possible, not like a narrow thing, right? And alright, so this is why I think his 0 to 10k blueprint is pretty stupid and won't work for you. He's telling you to fake confidence you don't have yet. A lot of people, they just get on camera, they have this awkward feeling of awkward energy of them. Either they're too shy to turn on the camera and they keep reading things like he's telling you argument, right? It's boring, nobody wants to hear it. Or you don't feel, you're just kind of spitballing things that may or may not be true, and you're saying a lot of ums and ifs. And if you look up a whole list on what are the most filler words that people use, that's how you generally start gaining confidence. If you stop using those, people will respect you more. And I don't think I've used most of them in this video, right? You could accept that one just now. You can probably tell. You can probably tell what type of words are the things that make people confident. Just start watching a lot of videos, gaining some vocabulary that they start using that you like, and incorporating that into your own. And speaking clearly, that obviously helps with confidence. And one thing he does in his videos that I think I don't know if it shows confidence, but what it does do is, let's say he's talking and walking around. In his video, I think this one specifically, he's walking around and there's a ton of air wherever he lives, and and that's when he keeps talking, or his camera falls and he'll pick it up and still talk. It's pretty annoying. I wish he would cut it out, but I get it. If he's putting out content that much, there's no time. Plus, I'm a confident guy. Either way, next point that I think is stopping people from, stuff that he hasn't shared, that I think he needs to fix in his video is, niching down too early may waste 6 months of your life. If you niche down too early, then people are going to want that type of content over and over and over again, which is a good thing because that could lead to success. But the problem is, if you pick a niche early and it doesn't have that many people who want to watch it, it's very, very niche, then 6 months waste. Or it's too saturated, and 6 months wasted because you just say the same advice that anyone can hear. Anyone who turns on their camera and speaks to a big crowd, which is everyone in the comment section. You want that specific thing that you like, try it, especially at the beginning, at 0. Try tons of niches. Whatever gets picked up by the algorithm is the thing you should first target. That's the thing you should go in with. And that's how you grow to 10k. And then you follow his advice, where you focus and then you split. But literally at 0, spread that stuff everywhere. Heyo. So if you think about it, if you're just someone who starts any type of channel and doesn't know anything about how to start a YouTube channel and you just listen to his advice, what about thumbnails? What about what you shouldn't care about, like posting times? It doesn't really matter at the beginning. Or what about your competition? What about A/B thumbnails, or scripting or making a thumbnail before you even script the thing? There's so many things, so much information that you need, right? You gotta just practice and make mistakes and learn from this. But that's gonna take time. And so to keep this video short and digestible for most people, I'll leave you with this. Here's the only thing that you need to take consideration when starting from 0. Post for 1 to 2 months on any topic you like and put a lot of videos out of that topic. Many videos of the same type of topics. And let the data tell you what's actually gaining traction and that's the lane that you take until 10K. And after that, you start splitting off. All right. Any questions, leave it in the comment section below. If you have any other things, comment questions or concerns, leave it down there, and then I'll see you in the next video.